What's up? We having technical difficulties? I can't hear. Maria, I can't hear you. You're muted on one, and I've got another one of you.
Did you hear me now?
Yeah. I got your echo in though.
Could you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So what happened was on my laptop, that's where I could record. I can't record from my phone, and you couldn't hear me. So that's why I had to start it again. I got off this way. We could start all over. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We are ready to roll. I just want to welcome those who I have not had a chance to meet with or talk with yet to the team. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, we're gaining a lot of momentum the past couple of days. And guys, mute your phone for a sec, please, if you can. Mute all the phones. Thank you. So basically, we, everybody's ready to roll. So I just wanted to touch base, especially after last night's meeting, so that everybody could really just jump on and ask questions, and I could give anybody answers, whatever's going on. I just want everybody to connect, and so just connect so that we're all on the same page. All right. Couple of things I want to go over. First thing is really try to utilize the three-way call and the instant message. Especially before you are enrolling people. It's great to get people thrown into a three-way message. It's quick, it's easy, and at least they connect with me, your leader, whoever. Get people on the phone. We could do a quick Zoom if you want to do a quick Zoom. I'm all for that as well. But just let me know what we could do to help you guys out. And really don't forget to connect with your leader. Everybody has my phone number and my email address, correct? It's on the Happiness team page. So up in the top where it's posted, it has my email address and my phone number. But text me, email me, message me, call me, send me a letter, whatever. Any way you need to get in touch with me, I am available to you. And I know that your leaders, whoever brought you into this, is available to you as well. So please, 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 please reach out. Don't do this alone. We are brand new and we are all learning, and we're going to do this together. So please make sure that that you do reach out. All right. Couple of quick things. I know we've been having some technical difficulties with the website. Bear with it. Once we get the new website up and running, which is going to be within the next few days, we will be ready to roll. So please don't stress about that. Everybody's been utilizing the team thread, which is great, and asking a lot of questions. A lot of that I want to take to the page. This way it's more accessible to find. It's easier accessible to find. Sometimes it's a pain in the neck to scroll and scroll and scroll. So if there's a good question that pretty much, all the questions are going to be good right now because everybody's learning. So if you have a specific question, please post it on the team page and we will answer it that way. This way everybody could just go do a search. All right. That we could do a quick search that says like website or, whatever you guys are looking for. So that would be good. Couple of things I want to touch base on is when you are enrolling. All right. There's a couple of quick steps to enroll. Soon as you get your number, make sure that you set up your site. Now you have to go in and you change your ID number to a name. So make sure you do that so you have it and write it down. Also write down your ID number so that you have it. It's going to ask you if you want your name on your site. So make sure you do that too. Go in and change the site to say your name. It's done for most people, but as you guys are enrolling, I want to make sure that the new people know that as well. All right, because in the corner, it's going to say presented by and your name. So make sure you want it to say exactly what you want it to say. There's also something in the back office that's going to ask you it's going to prompt you to say, do you want to receive emails? Say yes, because that's where you're going to get all the information from the company. All right, do not forget to click that. There was another glitch with all of the emails going through. They're working on that. They know that there was a problem. So just make sure that you have your email in there. Guys, typically we will be, I'll be posting all of the messages and stuff in the team group, in the team page anyway, so that if you do miss a message, you'll be able to see it. But in the interim, just make sure that you get it, you know, this, just in case other information comes out, I want you guys to have it. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? We're all good? Nothing in the chat? Okay. Couple of things. When you enroll people, make sure you throw them in our team page. The leaders who are directly sponsored by me, you should have a separate team page as well for your immediate team. This way you have ours, and then you have a separate one to make it smaller, more personable, because as we grow bigger and bigger, I still want to keep our team, but you have to break it down a little bit to make it more personal. All right, guys? And make sure, like I said, make sure you connect with your leaders. Also connect your team to our team page, the Happiness Tribe team page, so that everybody, our entire team, is in that. All right. One thing that I want to talk about pretty quickly is the $49 package. And I know that some people are joining up with the $49 package. I don't suggest doing that. You know, you can't tell people not to go for it, but there's a couple of reasons why I don't think that you should do that. One reason is because if they do not buy into a promoter package, the $249, the $499, or the $999, they will not have access to any of our lanes of opportunity. Okay, we currently have social brand media, which I could, at another time, we'll do a Zoom just on that, and I'll go over everything with that with you guys because I have it. And we also have the wholesale travel. Now, with the wholesale travel, you are entitled to, I mean, it for the most part, the majority of travel that you check out is going to be significantly less. If you book something through our site and it is less, if you find it less within 24 hours, they will give you, the company will give you back 110% of the difference. We're big on 110%, obviously, you could tell. But we get 110% of the difference back if you find something else within 24 hours of booking. That's less money. All right, so that's pretty cool. Plus, when you use that site, you also get reward points for free, and for, you know, that go towards free travel or restaurants. You're going to be able to buy. One of the cool things, which I like how it plays into the social brand media, is eventually we're going to be able to buy travel vouchers for people. So we could offer it, like, let's say, hey, if you buy a dose pack for $99, I'll give you a $25 travel voucher. I don't know the exact amount that it's going to be, but that travel voucher is going to be worth a lot. It's going to cost us a lot less, maybe like $5 for a $25 one or something like that. And they are able to use that travel voucher only on your site. So you're going to get them both ways. You're going to get them when, you know, with the sale for the Elevacity products. And then if you want to sell them travel, you'll be able to give them a voucher for that, so they book through you. But we have a lot of other things besides the travel and the social brand media that's coming out. There's a lot of big things that are planned. So to not get in for that $249 or $499 or $999, you're doing yourself a disservice for not actually having that. Another time I'll go into the whole, you know, how you're going to get volume on that stuff and commission, because the commission on the social brand media is a lot. It's $750 minimum. So, and 750 volume. And that goes, all of our back offices are all combined. So that goes in together. So you really want to have access to that. So that's really the main reason why I don't think that people should join up for the $49. Another reason is you're setting an example. Your team is going to follow everything that you do. And if you sign up for $49 and not have access to all the other stuff and not have the ability to sell all this stuff, your team is going to do the same thing. So you want to prime them for the way that you want the business to be run. Got it? Does anybody have any questions on that?
I do.
Go ahead.
So, okay, my sound is all messed up on my end. If so, I totally get the whole duplication thing. I agree completely. That we want them to duplicate how we come in or better. If somebody decides to come in at $49, can they upgrade by purchasing a pack at a later date and
Yes.
then be eligible for all of those things that you just mentioned?
Yes, they can, but then the $49 is not waived. So if they purchase the $49 now
get it.
and then
Okay.
they upgraded, it's going to cost them $300 instead of $250. But if they do it now, the $49 is included in any of the packages.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah, and I will just, piggyback off what Maria was saying is, yes, they're going to do what you do for sure. So if you started with 50, I would just go ahead and try to get that upgraded, because then you can tell your people, because they're going to say, well, what did you start with? And you can't lie. I mean, you're not going to lie about it. You're going to tell them, like, honestly, we started with 250, and I'm like, oh, I want to kick myself. I wish I'd have started with 1,000 so I can say, well, we started with 1,000. But anyway, we made his mom was wanting to join, so we made her get the $1,000 one so we could get her conference tickets. So that's what we did. But anyway, just to piggyback off that, what Maria's saying too, the other thing is, what are they paying $50 for? Like, think about that. Like, if they invest $50, they're not going to get anything in the mail. They're not going to get anything coming to them. So I know, even for me, like, I've joined a company before and I forget I even joined it. Like, I just signed up, I got excited, I did it, and then I don't think anything else about it. If I didn't have something show up at my doorstep, I would have never even looked into it. I'd have been like, whatever. It would just been $50 wasted. So I always tell them, I'm like, if you're really wanting to build a business and you really want to make an income, then you have to invest a little money so that you get something in return. Don't just throw $50 away, because odds are 9 out of 10 that start with 50 are going to do nothing with it. So they literally just gave $50 to the company for nothing. They could have bought a tub of coffee,
Right.
So I always say, like, if you're serious about this and you want to start a business, let's start a business. But you need to pick a kit. And if you don't want a kit, maybe you should just be a customer for now. And then, when you're ready, then you'll join. And that's the way I think it long term. You may be like, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want to lose them. You're not going to lose them. They're going to appreciate your honesty, and they'll come back for sure.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. No business, you can't really start any business without laying out some money. And I believe you got to put out to get back. That's with everything, your time, your effort, everything. If you put a lot into it, even this, I'm not even speaking financially. If you put a lot of time into your business, you're going to get a lot back. If you put a little bit of time into it, you're going to get a little bit back in this industry. Everybody knows that. It's not rocket science. So, same thing goes with financially. If you just handed this, you're not really going to work for it without laying something out of your pocket. So, and honestly, it's really not that much of an investment. Even the $1,000 one, you're getting all the product. You're getting tons of product that's worth more than $1,000. So, it's definitely worth it to do that. And, like Brittany said, if you did come in with the 49, you might want to definitely consider upgrading a little bit, at least till the 249 one.
And then
Plus,
also
guys,
$1,000 kit too. I just noticed this, and I don't know how I missed it, but you also get the insurance card. And Maria, you could probably go over that more so people can understand what that is.
Yep.
But it's a year's worth for your entire family included in the $1,000 kit, and two tickets to convention. That's $400. So even if you don't know if you can make it or not, and this is what I tell people, even if you don't know if you can make it, if you think you and your husband might go, then go ahead and get that kit, because that's $400 worth of tickets you're getting in your kit, and you could sell them, if you can't go. And that's $400 you'd get back. So basically you'd get the $1,000 kit for, $600, and it's way more than $600 worth of stuff.
Right. And I mean, honestly, you have the extra stuff, so you could use it as samples, and it may. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't suggest everybody throwing to everybody, to people giving samples. The Xanthan Max, I send it to people that I know or that know me, that I'm sending a capsule, from in a little baggie to somebody. Until we get the little dose packets, which they're making sample packets for us, then then it would be easy to send them out. But you can use them as samples, give them to people that because everybody could definitely use some Xanthromax in their body, that's for sure.
And also, just a heads up too, the $9.99 pack comes with the multivitamin patches that have the omega-3 fish oil and all that in it, tons of B12. It has very similar ingredients to the energy patch, but it has other vitamins added to it. They are not on our website yet.
They're not.
So it doesn't, someone wants to buy them, they're not yet. So
yeah, they should be available soon, very soon. Brittany mentioned the benefit card, and could you guys still hear me? Yeah, okay. Brittany mentioned the benefit card. For those of you that don't know, you get it in the $1,000 pack for a year. You could also purchase it, guys. You could purchase it for the year. You could purchase it for 1 month. You could purchase it for 3 or 6. It doesn't 5 months. It does not matter. Our cost, I believe, is $14 per month. We sell it to people for, I think, $20 a month. So if you're doing it, do the math. If you're doing it for a bunch of people, yes, it's only a $6 profit, but that's residual. And, you are making commission $6 a month on however many people you sell it to. Now, why would you want to do it? Because it acts as an insurance card. It's not an actual insurance card. It's a discounted benefit card, but you have 24/7 access to a physician, a board certified doctor in your state. There are a couple of states that do not, you're not able to utilize it, one being Utah, and there's one more that I have to find out which one it is. But basically, you get it's an app, it's called Teladoc, and you download it on your phone, and it has all your information. It has your pharmacy number and everything else, and you have a video conference with a doctor within a half hour. I mean, honestly, every time I've called, it's been about 10 or 15 minutes. And you get instant access to them, and they could diagnose you. They could call in a prescription for you, and they do it right to your own pharmacy. The only thing, guys, they don't call in narcotics. So that's the only thing that they don't do. But at least do I go to the emergency room? Do I not have to go to the emergency room? If you don't want to go sit in a doctor's office and sit in a waiting room for a couple of hours, you have the ability to sit at your computer and do this and get a prescription called in for you. So it's really, really beneficial. There is no copay for the doctor visits, and I believe they're still unlimited. So you could call a doctor as many times as you want per month. Anybody in your immediate family is covered. So think about the people who you could sell this to for who are in college, who have kids in college. They're in one state, their kid's in another. Every time the kid's sick, the kid has to either go to a clinic or even go to the emergency room. They're missing class. It's hectic. At least they could do this. The kid could call from a class, talk to a doctor, and then have a prescription called in right away. So a lot of people with college students like it, and a lot of people who travel abroad like it, because if they are sick and they're in Jamaica or Italy or wherever, they are calling an American doctor so that they're getting real information if they should go to a hospital or not. So it's definitely a good program. They also, with that program, because it is a discounted card, we have discounts on CAT scans and dental and vision and diabetes products. So there's a lot of different benefits that come with this card. It's good. And a lot of my friends whose kids are 26 or 27 who don't have health insurance anymore, maybe they're in between jobs or they just graduated or whatever the case may be, and they're not covered anymore, they have gotten it for them just as a precaution, just so God forbid something happens, they have some sort of something to fall back on. And then on the other end of this, as you grow in rank and you hit leadership levels, you're going to also be able to earn your own health insurance as well. So that's another pretty cool thing that the company offers. Does anybody have any questions about those things? Nope, we're all good. Okay. I wanted to touch base on the map because we've been having a little bit of a problem with the map until they get it situated. So I know some people want to throw people into the map right away, so they're getting the discounted price, and I get it. The only thing is, a lot of times, like I had somebody this morning, she tried a sample 2 months ago. I messaged her 3 times. I see her all the time, asking her what's going on with the sample. She never really, like, she always beats around the bush, never says anything. Today she sent me a message and she said, all right, what's the damage? I said, the damage on what? She says, how much is this going to kill me per month? And I sent her the cost, and she responded, are you kidding me? I waited 2 months for that? Yes, you waited 2 months for it to be no more than $60. So I would definitely lead with the most expensive price because it's not out of the realm of possibility with people. People will tend to spend $60. They're spending a lot more than that on, energy drinks and stuff like that. So I would definitely start that way and then put them in. Brittany, what did you tell people earlier about? Say again what you did.
So when someone asks me, oh, well, how much does it cost? I say, it's $50 for a tub, because I've been pushing the tubs for personal use because then they can control how much they're using in it. And it's 30 servings now. So it's a much better value. When they go on there, sometimes they pick the sticks themselves. But I always say, it's $50 for a whole month. And they're like, what? It's only $50 for a whole month? I'm like, yeah. And so they go on my website, and then they go to add it and they go to order it, and it's $50 a month. Like, it's not a big deal. Right. But then after they okay, I got it ordered, I'm like, okay, cool. And I was like, and guess what? You can actually get it for $40 if you want to go log in and set up an auto ship. So I'm like, that's what I would recommend, is getting on an auto ship so that you can get it every month for $40. Whether you want the sticks or the canister, either one's $40 on auto ship. So, so I try to get them to set up their auto ship after they order. And the only reason why I do that is not because I don't want to save them $10. It's because that $10 might make you lose a customer. You may be telling 40 and they're excited about it, but 50 they're excited about it too. Because most of us have come from a company where nothing's that cheap per month. So I tell them 50, they order it for 50. You make the difference in retail versus wholesale. So you make $10 on that sale if that's all they order. And then they can set up their auto ship, and it's much more seamless for now. Until we get that new website, then we can start trying to get them on auto ship right out the gates. But trust me, we've got a customer right now, and she's super frustrated. She accidentally set up her auto ship for February 28th. Well, then you can't change the date right now. She can't change her card or something right now. Well, she wants it to ship out tomorrow, but she wants the $40 discount. She wants it for $40. So it's like a mess. We had to get her to set up a whole nother account. It's a very bad experience. So even though we're in pre-launch and people are more understanding, it can be a very bad experience and leave bad taste in their mouth. So you really just want to make this as seamless as possible and just get them to order and then go from there and setting on auto ship until we can get that. Until it used to be, Maria, right? When you went to check out, it said, do you want it on auto ship? And if you selected auto ship, then it automatically set up your auto ship and gave you the discount.
Yes.
That's the way it will be, I'm sure, once we get the new website. But for now, let's just make it as seamless as possible so we don't piss anybody off.
Agreed. Totally agreed. Does everybody understand that? Yeah. Okay. The other thing that I did want to mention, guys, is the websites. So I just want to let you know, hold on a second. You get an Ellepreneur website. That is your business website. That's where you go in and you log on to your back office, right? You could also get to Elevacity through that as well. I just don't confuse people. I try not to confuse people. If people are looking at the business, I send them the Ellepreneur site, and it's ellepreneur.com / your URL. If somebody is just interested in being a customer, then I send them the Elevacity site. All right. Same thing, elevacity.com / your URL. All right. So this way, at least you guys know what to send for what. We also have, you also have access to 4Oceans. but that takes a few days to get into the system. So, and then you'll be able to access your travel and everything with that. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the websites?
Save them as shortcuts in your phone so that you can send them super easy. Keyboard shortcuts. So you don't have to like go look for it. And if yours still has that number, go edit your referrer code like Maria was telling you. So you'll log in and go to settings and then change your referrer code so it's your name or something clever, because that number is really long. It could, be hard to remember.
Yep. The other thing, guys, is you probably want to get some labels made up. I mean, that's what I did in the beginning because I wasn't sure what I wanted my business cards to look like. I'm still not sure what I want my business cards to look like. But I always put a label on everything that I send, because you don't want to hand something to somebody and they don't have your contact information. All right. I'll take a copy of what I have and I'll put it up on the team page. This way you see, I basically, I made labels for the coffee and I put them all in cello bags, which I may have one here. Hold on. I put them in cello bags and basically here. So this is the cello bag. They're not big and they seal. And I put on the bottom of it, it says, enjoy your first cup of coffee on me. And then it basically has the benefits of why you should drink Elevate Coffee. And it has my contact information. Now, I've done a couple of them. I have to redo it, but I did a couple of them with Dose as well, so that they know why they're getting the Xanthromax and the coffee. All right. And at least people can read about it. And it has your website on it if you're not ready to get business cards yet. All right. The thing about the company is you are able to do whatever you want. You don't have to follow their rules with you have to buy this or you don't have to buy that. They allow you. You want to get business cards? Yes, that's fine. If they have business cards on the site, they're fine with you buying them from somebody else. You don't have to buy anything from them. And the great thing about this company, and you'll find this out, anything that you buy from them, whether it is conference tickets, whether it is t-shirts, everything is commissionable. Back to you. T-shirts too, everything. You could make up your own. Could you imagine that? Imagine the company does not want to hone in on the money for t-shirts. You are able to make whatever you want, and we will be making t-shirts, all right? The bags that I have that I just showed you, these are, where's the little one again? I get these from papermart.com, PAPERMART.com. Everybody could see that, right? And they seal. Wait, I don't know. I'm not as dopey as this, guys. I'm working on 2 screens. That's why I can't see where the hell I am. All right. The other thing is Mark and Judy do, they make banners. And it's not like most of us have been doing this in the past where you buy the banner from the company and it's $200 a banner. That is not the case. They buy it and they sell it to us at cost. So typically they're about $99 for the banners. So they're relatively inexpensive and they're nice banners. All right. I'm on the left. Thank you. So, all right. Getting back to that, papermart.com, PAPERMART.com is the place where I get the cello bags. And I think I bought like 1,000 or 2,000 for 40 or 50 bucks. It's like relatively inexpensive. They last forever. All right. Convention. How many people are excited to go to convention? It's going to be fun, right? It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I didn't want to confuse everybody when I said I'm going Thursday through Monday. It is not that long, but I'm going to be there in case anybody wants to meet before or after. We could do dinner, whatever you guys want to do. I am available to you, and I don't want to have to rush out. It is also not like we are used to in the past, where they say that we're going to end at 4 o'clock and we end at 3 o'clock in the morning. That does not happen. They value our time. You actually could eat at this convention. You are able to consume food. So it's going to be a lot different than we are used to.
I would have killed for some of this coffee during our last events.
I don't imagine. I mean, what's even And I can't promise that they're going to do this for 2,500 people, but the last event that I was at for Elevosity, they had product in the back of the room for everybody. Like, we were like, whoa, you know, like, whoa, I'm not used to this. But yeah, I mean, they do pretty cool stuff for us. Sorry, guys. All right.
And the room block is open. Are you going to talk about that? The room block is still open. It's, I think, $159 for a king room or a queen room or double queens or whatever. And then we went to the actual Hilton website and it was like 300-ish a night for the room.
Yep.
But it was like only $159 through our room block. So Robert negotiated to get that price as low as he could for us. So
yeah, Nikki just got it for $159 tonight. He just did it a little while ago. It's a nice hotel. I stayed there for Super Bowl. That was our Super Bowl hotel. So it's a huge hotel. It's nice. It's beautiful. And there are rooms that we could use, you know, to book our conference rooms and stuff too. So
I have a question.
Sure.
So if we want to invite non-elopreneurs to the convention because they're saying that it's kind of everyone, you know, it's open to anyone.
Yep.
Which I looked at the site and I looked at the lineup of speakers and everything, and it sounds like it's going to be a really great convention for all network marketers.
Yep.
But how would you present that to them so that they don't worry that they're going to get there and it's just going to be like one big pitch fest?
Right. I think they're going to separate things and let them, I from what I'm told, and I can't guarantee this because they don't have the official schedule right now, but they're gearing towards keeping it, you know, like the happiness stuff at one point, and then, you know what I mean, if they're ready to leave or they're ready to break, they could go, and then, you know, then we could talk about our stuff. So
okay,
I think that's how they're going to do it. I don't know. I'm just excited to hear the speakers. I mean, I think that Sean is going to be like amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anybody else on that? Conference is actually the 2nd and the 3rd. So it's Friday and Saturday. I would schedule yourself to be there all day on Friday and all day on Saturday. If you could get there Thursday night or early Friday morning, I think you'll be safe. And I think there's going to be some other breakout things on Sunday, but they may just be the VIP stuff. So you don't have to stay if you don't want to go. I suggest everybody try to earn the VIP because that's pretty cool. I remember with the super VIP, you get food, you get some extra good, like different thing, like you get to have dinner with Robert and stuff like that. So it's, you know, there's a lot of extra like networking that'll be going on during that time. All right, and then we're gonna try to do some fun team stuff as well.
And all you have to do to earn that is get 3 people before the 15th with a promoter pack. So, and it started like the 20th of December, Maria.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's exactly when it did. Yep.
You need 3 people with a promoter pack from the 20th December to like the 14th or 15th.
15th.
Super VIP, and if you can't make it, they're going to give you $300 in products. So everyone should be shooting for that for sure.
Yep. I mean, think about it. You can't go, and you still get $300 in product. That's a no-brainer. So definitely try to get your 3 people. That would be pretty huge. You know, at convention they are going to announce more products that are coming out. We're going to release a bunch of things. I don't know if you guys know, we're releasing the 5-day keto kickstart. Does everybody know what that is? Does anybody not know what that is?
I do not know what that is.
Okay. So Tony Freeman is IFBB, he's a huge bodybuilder professional, and he came over with us and he's creating a ketone line. And what he is doing is right now, they started yesterday. It's a 5-day kinds of fast. It is with our dose. So it's with Elevate Coffee. It's with Xanthromax and avocados. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Yes, sir.
I have to
Okay, go.
Can you like me?
Go. Yeah, do you? Yeah, you did it. Yeah. This is every time I'm on a Zoom.
Classic.
Yeah. The other night I'm on a Zoom at 11:30, and next thing you know, I see everybody waving, and I'm like, "What's going on?" He was standing behind me at 11:30 watching the Zoom on a school night, no less. Anyway,
Okay, so that's that avocado thing. That's the thing
It's
I was
the
going to do, but
the
then
only thing we are not going to sell is avocados, guys. But yes, yeah. So it's going to be. So what Tony does is he has 4 different teas in it, and you're supposed to steep the tea and mix it, and that helps with lungs and blood function. Like there's a whole bunch of things that those 4 different teas help with. What they're doing is they're creating a packet for us of 1 packet that you put in water and it makes the tea, and we're going to have that. I'm pretty sure we're going to have the collagen, and anything that's in that kit they're going to offer for a 5-day experience. So that's pretty cool. So we'll be able to sell those 5-day experiences. All right, so that's going to launch. Our new Pure Drops that they didn't just rebrand them, they redid the whole formula. That's out and available now. We are going to have I'll get into the whole thing at another time, but the Pure Drops takes out all of the heavy metals in your body. It will also take out all the heavy metals in water if you put it in a jug of water or a gallon of water. It takes out, you actually physically see, if you let it sit overnight, you see with the Pure Drops that it will have, the water will be clear, and it'll have a thin layer of heavy metals on the bottom. What it also does when it does that is it takes out all of the minerals in your body, all the minerals that you need in the water. So we have created a filter, which is pretty cool. And after you do the filtration system for getting the heavy metals out of your body, you put the water back in, and it'll filter through with the minerals, and that goes back into your water. So it's pretty cool. So you get it filtered water. I mean, that's going to be a huge seller. Sorry, guys. What else do we have? We have the keto hot chocolate coming out. So we have a lot of different products that we're going to add to our business, and it's going to be pretty cool. At convention, we are also launching an app. The app is going to do everything. It's a state-of-the-art app. Not only will you be able to see your entire business on this app, but you'll be able to see things like, if you send somebody a video, you'll see how long they watched the video for, or if they even opened it, or any of that stuff. So it'll track all that stuff for you, as well as all your business stuff. You'll say, oh, this one's going to make, is going to rank to this or hit this level, with 30 more volume, or whatever the case may be. It's going to break everything down for you. So you're going to be able to do everything on your phone, and you're going to be able to track everything from your phone. So that's pretty cool too. Any questions?
I do have one more question. It's unrelated to the convention, but
Sure.
There was one other promotion, or not a promotion, but a contest that was had to do with earning shares or something like that. I didn't get the details of that. Would you be able to go over that?
Yeah, if you were involved, if you became a promoter prior to, so we had changed the date. What was it, the 6th, guys? Anybody remember?
It was the 6th, before the 6th, and now it's December 30th, or the 1st. Is it the 1st?
Oh, it was December 31st, right. So what they did was, it was up until, if you were enrolled before December 6th, you were eligible to earn stock, 72,000 stock options. They extended it to December 31st. So if you were in before December 31st, you were eligible to earn 72,000 stock options. What you have to do to get to that is you have to hit platinum, which is 20,000 volume, in order to get the stock options. You would get them in April. They would let you know in March at convention. Well, they actually wouldn't, because they extended it. So it's January 1st through, it's 90 days, January 1st through March 31st. If you earn the stock options, if you got 20,000 of volume, you will earn the stock options. All right. And like I said, that's platinum, 72,000. The only stipulation is you have to have 80 volume per month in auto ship.
So what's that? That's just dose, right?
That's a dose, yeah. Yep.
So $20,000 in volume by 331.
Yep.
You have to have done that cumulatively, obviously.
No, well,
monthly.
Monthly, because remember your volume resets every month.
Wait, so at what point? So basically, I would need to do $20,000 in volume in January.
January or February or March.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. So you're not saying it has to be all 3 months.
No.
So on any given month of those 3 months, you have to hit that.
Correct.
Okay. And then you have to maintain it, I assume. Once you hit it.
Right. You would want to maintain it.
You want to maintain it, right? Obviously. Yeah. Okay. So then, just out of curiosity, where did that 72,000 shares come from? Is that just kind of an arbitrary number? Or?
I honestly, I don't know where the hell they got that number from. I do know that even when they were putting the shares into the comp plan, so that when you hit your different leadership levels, that separately is going to add up to 240,000 shares if you hit every leadership bonus with the stock option. So you will get 240,000 shares.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly where the 72,000 came from.
Still a nice number.
It is, especially when it's definitely attainable. And you know, I could go into the whole background on the stock and where we are with it and what's been going on with it and where they foresee the numbers going to. Remember, these guys were, they're travel gurus, and they know that our stock, because it's a travel holdings company. Do you guys want me to explain that too? Like, let me know if you want me to explain how the system works. Right.
I wouldn't mind hearing it, but if everybody else is already familiar with it, then it doesn't have to be tonight. I don't want to monopolize this.
Does anybody want to hear it? Like how this stock and stuff came about? Just drop a yes or a no, or it's okay if you say no.
Go for it.
Okay. I'll make it quick. All right. They acquired, because they're travel, and they've been, Robert was the president of World Ventures, which was an MLM in travel. They made hundreds of millions of thousands of dollars. They made a lot of money. And they were very, very big in the industry. So they have a good background on travel. So what they did was they acquired a travel. So what we have is they acquired a shell company, which was like kind of like an Uber, but not really an Uber. And that company did not do well, but it already was on the stock market. So they acquired that shell company, and then they wanted to filter our businesses into it as a travel holdings company. Now, another holdings company is like Berkshire Hathaway, who Warren Buffett owns Berkshire Hathaway, and then under Berkshire Hathaway, there's other companies underneath there, and that's another holdings company. Like, he's got Geico and he's got Dairy Queen. So that's what they want to do. Now, our travel is really competitive, especially the numbers are really competitive with Priceline and Travelocity and all those other companies. So they foresee us competing significantly with Expedia and Priceline. Now, by no means am I saying that we are competing stock-wise with Priceline. Their stock at this point is like $1,700 a share. So could you imagine that? Imagine you had 72,000 shares and it eventually wound up being $1,700 a share. That's just absolutely unfathomable. But they're looking to have us compete with even Expedia, and it's definitely doable. So in the next 5 years, they're thinking that we should be at least about $100 a share. Think about, do the math, guys. Think about what we're talking here. So
yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Yep. So that's where the whole concept of wealth for everybody is. Yes, our comp plan is great, and obviously, if you're doing well with your comp plan and you're excelling, in your levels, and you're going to get more stock, it's a no-brainer that this is going to bring great wealth to a lot of different So it's pretty good, really, really good stuff. And remember, without actually mentioning this on there, anybody who comes to the convention is going to get a little bit of a surprise. So, right? All right. What else? So that's, one day, we could do another Zoom and I'll go really into depth about exactly what, the reason why they chose a travel company and all the things that are going to trickle up. But I'm telling you, there are a lot of different businesses that are going to fall under our stock. Now, if you look at our stock right now, it's not crazy. It was, when I started, it was definitely a nice number. But what is, they haven't come into the company. So all of the initial investors for this like Uberish kind of company, they've been pulling out because they don't know what's been going on for the past couple of years. Now, once we start putting the money in, he would rather us earn the stock or us, get the stock so that, as the stock goes up, we are the ones who are going to benefit, not people who bought an Uber type of company, way back when. So they did not put anything in. I would think that by I would say March, probably by convention, that people will, will start to see them rolling in these businesses into the company. There's a lot of other things that we have our hands in that you're going to see and you're going to be very, very excited about. So that's it for that. Does anybody have any questions?
Maria, I do.
Yep. Go for it.
All right. A customer ordered from my website and it came up under sponsorship.
Yes.
Okay. But I don't see the order.
Yes.
If you go to the history, I don't see the history of the order like I have in the past.
Yes, they are. I spoke to them about it today. I was on the phone with them for an hour and a half. There was some glitches. Whatever did not transfer over, if it's on your website, it's on your website. So they're going to figure it out. But they're going through all of my people's websites. They're going through everybody who's on our team. They're going through the websites to make sure that it's accurate. If it is not accurate, you will be credited. They will fix it. I promise you.
Okay.
Just try to keep, at this point, guys, try to keep track because they're still migrating stuff over. So just keep track of what you got and we'll make sure it's taken care of. I promise.
Great. Thank you.
Yep. No problem.
Oh,
Anybody else? Yep. Go ahead.
Hmm? I joined the Max Challenge. What a great opportunity.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, you better get yourself out there, Tom.
I am. A little slow, but I'm creating the path right now.
Yeah, because listen, people have to know what you guys are doing. You can't keep yourself quiet and expect the business to come running to you. They have to know what you're up to. So.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, I have somebody who joined as a customer last night and bought coffee, and she's wanting to upgrade to a Elapreneur. Well, her boyfriend actually told her right after she bought the coffee, well, you can go ahead and sign up as a promoter or whatever. And so I couldn't figure out how to switch her from customer to promoter, and I emailed, didn't hear back. So,
email me or text me later her number or her name.
Okay.
And her email address, and then I'll get in touch with them tomorrow. Basically, for anybody, what you have to do is you just have to email support and let them know right away. This way, at least they could switch it over, and they're not going to charge her. They won't charge the extra money. But let me know her name. This way, I can get it taken. I'll make sure that it's on my list of things to do because I try to speak to them at least 5 times a day.
Okay, I'll message you the details later afterwards.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, so I have a question about that too. So I have had that same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
They were okay with getting their product as a customer too, but I had them just create a whole nother account with Elapreneur. So you're saying we shouldn't do that?
Well, they could. Yeah, they could if they. Yeah, I don't see why not. They could do it
if they use a different email address, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. As long as it's a different email address. Yeah.
Maria,
Yep.
I did it both ways, and then what I did was call them and say, can you merge the two together, and so you don't see volume for Jane here and then Jane there. It's just easier.
Yep.
And if you, I hate to do this, but if you email Vanessa once you get to customer service, she's fantastic. Not like our other company, but yeah, she's fantastic. They answer here.
No comment. Yeah, they actually answer. Typically, if you've been having a hard time getting through, guys, it's because we moved offices. So they weren't able to answer for a few days. They're back online, so they get caught up. We're almost fully caught up with orders too. So, you know, things are going to start to be out the door in 24 again. Any other questions?
I have a few things if you are if you don't have anything else.
No, go right ahead, babe.
Okay, so just really quickly, I wanted to just address this because this is such a big issue with a lot of network marketing companies. You guys have got to, especially for this new year and the way Facebook is demoting network marketers now, you have got to be extremely careful with copying and pasting someone's post. If you see a post you love, save it in a piggy bank and use it a couple weeks later. And make sure that you edit it to make it sound like yourself. Be 100% authentic and genuine on your Facebook. If you see a post like you love, you know, don't repost it that same day, because I can't tell you, in our old company, I scroll and like, if one post got like 30 comments, everyone uses it. And it's so annoying. And what Facebook is going to do is, okay, well, they've all copied and pasted each other. They all get demoted. And so you don't want your Facebook post to get demoted so that less of your friends see it. And you don't want, you know, the person you copy to do the same thing. So just be very careful of copying and pasting. You guys, I mean, I've had several people that message me and say, you know, can you write me a post or can you write me a response? You guys, everyone on this team is brilliant. Just be genuine, be authentic. You don't need anybody to write any post for you. You just go and do you, because people are going to know if it comes from you or not. So I would just say, you know, just do and say what you would say, you know, to somebody. Everyone can do this. Like, you have, don't underestimate yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Be authentic. Don't underestimate yourselves. Try not to be spammy. I try not to say elevate, elevosity, because the more you brand a company, the less it does for you. Like, you want to brand yourself, but people, they're buying because of what you're saying about it. They're buying because of what your results are, what you're sharing, not because of the name of the company or the name of the product. So that's just my recommendation. You can take it or leave it, and make sure that you're creating curiosity. If you're actually creating curiosity, people will ask you. So that's how you know. If you're not doing a good job of creating curiosity, guess what? You're not going to get anybody commenting or messaging you about it. So that's when you may want to go to your upline and say, look, I did this post and I thought I created curiosity, but I didn't get any comments or any comments, any messages. So what's going on? And so, you know, I don't care to do that for you. And I can scroll through your Facebook and probably tell you a few things of what's going on right away. Either maybe it wasn't a good curiosity post, or you only got 200 friends, or you have spammed so much that you're, you know, demoted a little bit. So just work through some of those. Bridget's wonderful at going live. Go watch some of her videos. Facebook Live will always help boost you. And so, you know, use that as much as you can, even though it may not be your strength, which is going to be my next point. Try it out, do it. We all could be better at that, because it will help build your business.
We could even, not to interrupt, but we could even, I'm told, which I didn't know that we could do, in our team page, or we could do Facebook Lives to practice. Because that's the one that I hate. Facebook Lives, I hate doing them. I love them, but I hate doing them. So that's my biggest downfall. But I'm told that we could practice in our team page, so that, you know, it would make us start to feel more comfortable. Is everybody okay with that?
And if I can add to that too, I mean, because I've done Facebook Lives just about every day for the last 6 months. I mean, the last couple weeks I've kind of not done it every day, but if you were to go back and look at my first video compared to now, I mean, you would laugh, because like nobody's gonna be picture perfect. Nobody, like me now, I'm still not picture perfect on live video, and you just gotta do it. Like that's the best way to get your name out there. And like Brittany was saying, creating curiosity, you know, without, like, don't say the company name, don't say the name of the product, because when you do that, people go to Google instead of you. And that's a huge, like, Google is not your friend whenever you're trying to sell to people. Like, you don't want them to go to Google. You want them to have to ask you what you're doing. Because if you put the company, on your cover photo, and you put the company in your profile picture, then there's no reason for them to talk to you, because they'll think they can find everything out. But
Yeah, they don't want to be sold, so they're like, I can go find out all the information I want, and I'll never have to talk to her, because she's going to try to pressure me to buy it, and she'll never leave me alone. So it's easier if you are actually piquing their curiosity, but you give it away, then they'll Google it. I can't tell you, because we're in pre-launch, I have done #SmartCoffee, and I've had people reach out to me and be like, so is this Revital U good? Because Revital U also is a smart coffee. I know they've Googled it. They've Googled my hashtag. I mean, literally, people will do anything to avoid being afraid that you're going to harass them. So just try to be as vague as possible, because that will create more curiosity. And I know Bridget, when I started watching her, she was with Modere, and I was like, I really don't want to be sold anything, but I got to know what company she works for. I got to know. And so I messaged her, what company are you with? I just had to know, because she's so vague about it. I wasn't interested. I just had to know. So I messaged her. So we started a relationship. Well, now look where it took me. So it's a very good thing to do. And then
the other thing, let me just interrupt 1 second. While you're still on that, I just want, you guys are going to see as we progress now that the new site's coming out, we're going to be able to educate people on our product. And I'm big on educating. I really think that once you start educating people, you're not going to be selling them. You know, you're going to be talking about like how the coffee or the Xanthromax helps with inflammation and all the different things that the Xanthromax does, or the dose together, or, you know, or you'll be showing results. So you're not 100% being salesy, but you'll be more informative and educational. And I think you're going to draw more people in that way. So just stay tuned, because like I said, the videos, they're all going to come. We're a social network centric company, and all of this is it's all going to follow, and it's all going to fall into place, and we're going to be able to utilize these videos and all this information and the education to give to everybody. So just, you know, start gearing towards that, of just trying to educate people on what we have. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Just a quick question, Maria. Do we take American Express and MasterCard either?
Everything.
Perfect.
Yep. Now, while you just, every time you say something, I think of something else. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do the same thing to you. I'm sorry.
We finish each other's sentences.
You should get us girls on the phone. It's a nightmare, isn't it, Maria? We never hang up. I'm like, oh, and.
It's like 3:00 in the morning. My husband's like, you're still on the phone? This is when we get to talk, because we're doing business all day. The wallet, just so you guys know, we are going to have the ability to do a couple of different things with our wallet. We are going to be able to pay, if somebody wants to give us cash, we are able to roll that through our wallet so that we could order for people. We are going to be able to use our wallet funds to pay for our product and stuff like that. There is also going to be on the website, on the new website, the ability for people in either Fort Myers or for the Dallas area to pick up their order at the office. So we're going to have a will call. So people in those areas won't have to pay for shipping. They could just go to the office and pick up their product, which is pretty cool too. And that's it. I just wanted to mention that. Say something else so I could figure out something else to say.
I'm guilty of this, but let me go ahead and say it. If you have not already, sit down and think about what your goals are, like ultimate 2018 goals. Like do this, like write down your 2018 goals. And then I'm not going to show you mine, because y'all are probably going to be like, whoa. And then your 30-day goals. So I've just done January and done my 30-day goals, some action steps on how I'm going to get there and what rewards I'm going to give myself once I achieve them. So, and make sure they are SMART goals. So make sure that they're measurable, attainable, that trackable and all that. And send those to your enroller, your direct enroller. So if you have not already, sit down and think about your goals. And I've done this. I just haven't sent them to Maria. I'm sorry, Maria. But think about what your goals are like for the year and for the month. You can do 60-day, 90-day if you want to, but I'm more of like, I need to see what I achieve in 30 days before I can set 60 because I have no clue. I got my year goal overarching, like what I would like to achieve. But anyway, so figure out what your goals are, think about that, and get those sent to your enroller. Maria and I are both, and I'm sure other people on the team or two are just keeping track of like a folder with everybody's name and just like what they want to achieve so we can just start crossing some things off throughout this year. It's going to be super exciting.
Did I put on the team page the welcome call? Did I upload that yet? All right, I'll put it on. I have what we use for the company wide. We have a welcome call, and it's basically just you talking to the person that you sponsored that's coming in, and you just want to feel them out to see what level they're at. Meaning, are they running with this, or are they just testing it out or whatever? And I have a folder for every single one of the people that I sponsored, and in that folder I put the date that I spoke to them, and I write down what their goals are, what they're looking to do, what they're looking to achieve, and how I am for myself, how I'm going to help them attain these goals. You don't need to, you need to work with the people that you sponsor to say, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. But, and then you just need to connect and keep it fluid, because if you leave it in a folder and you don't take a look at it, it's just going to fall by the wayside. So, every once in a while I'll go through it. I'll see what the goals are for people. And then, we see where we are in attaining these goals. All right. It's very, very important to connect with your team so that you are sure what their goals are. Because if I have people on my team and I have absolutely no idea what your goals are, then like, how am I able to help you? So please connect with your sponsor.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Go ahead, sorry.
Sometimes someone's goals is to make like $100 a month. So you may be rolling in your $100 and I'm over here like, oh, I guess they're not working the business. They're not really into it. But you're over there like, I've achieved everything I ever wanted in this company. And we're not on the same page. So you really just got to kind of know where people are and what they want to achieve before you can start like, judging or whatever.
And your goals, guys, could be, I want to pay for my car payment or my 2 car payments or my mortgage. Like, have specific goals that we could work to, and we'll figure it out where we could get there. If you don't want to enroll people to help grow your business and you just want to do it with customers, you need to say to me or to, whoever sponsored you, hey, listen, I need $500 a month. And we'll say, okay, if you're only enrolling customers, that's all you're doing is customers, then this is exactly how many customers you need to attain that, right? This way we have it out there and you know what you're shooting for.
Right.
Simple, right?
Mm-hmm. And also, if you haven't already sent your strengths and weaknesses to Brent, it's on our team page. If you're not on there, let us know. We'll get you added. But we're just trying to get a spreadsheet of everyone's top 3 strengths and top 3 or bottom 3, I guess. I don't know. Weaknesses, so we can just get a spreadsheet so we know who to go to for different things. Maria's working on us to have a system in place called ATM, where we'll have like a page on Facebook where we add people, tag people, and then message them to follow up. So if they're like wanting to know information on the comp plan, you can add them to a group, tag them. Of course, we'll have to use a little discretion if they're not ready to like announce anything or that they're looking at another company, but we can add them and tag them on results. We can add them and tag them on recipes for the different coffees, add them and tag them on testimonies or whatever, we're going to have a video coming out with, I forget her name, but she's going to be talking about how she's a psychologist or a psychiatrist, can't remember which one, talking about how she came off of Prozac and this product helped her so much, with all these things, that'll be a good video because there are a lot of women that are dealing with different issues like that. So anyways, add and tag and message them. So that's going to be a really good resource, and it's super duplicatable. Everyone can do it.
And the reason why it's not up and running yet, guys, is because we started the branding on the products, the new branding. Like this was, this is the old, right? Elevate. So everything is the old. Everything that we have previously was the old branding. So they need to redo all of our videos. So everything is going to be redone again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. If you weren't on to watch the comp plan last night, it is in your back office under training. I would take the hour or whatever and watch the training video on the comp plan. So when the PDF comes out, you're more familiar with it. I'm not going to say you're going to be able to be well versed in it to explain it backwards and forward yet, which will come once we start getting paid, I think. But take a chance to watch it so you can see what's really going to freaking, it's going to be crazy as far as compensation. And I would definitely take the time to watch that. Maria, do you want to go over pay information? I've had a few people ask, When do we get paid? What do we get paid? How do we get paid? What's going on there?
Yep. Hold on. I just got a text message. It's hysterical. Somebody just said to me, she tried the coffee a few weeks ago. She's from our previous company. She's, not interested in ordering again. She liked it, but she's not interested right now. She thinks she's going to stay where she is. She just sent me a message. 4 people asked her about the coffee. If she knew anything about it, she signed up tonight. That's what you're going to get a lot of, guys. People are like, I don't know, until they hear like 6 other people are interested. Then they're like, okay, I'm going to be the first one of the 6 of you.
Yeah, 2 people I talked to today, they were like, I don't know if you know her or not, but I saw this girl, Maria, selling this coffee a while back. She had her Prove It gear for sale. I'm like, that's my enroller. Like 2 people I talked to, they were like, yeah, we never messaged her, but we thought
we saw it. It's all good. Take them.
I'm like,
take them. All right. The pay. This is how we get paid, just so you guys know. Our pay week closes on Tuesdays at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so the new pay weekly starts every Wednesday at midnight, and it runs to the following week, obviously, right? That Wednesday, so if your pay led up to that week, you get paid 2 Fridays later. So if your pay ended that Tuesday night, you get paid 2 Fridays later. So not that Friday of that first week, you get paid the second week.
So basically our pay is ending tonight for the week, which is the 9th, and we get paid for what you just done the past week on the 26th. Okay.
Yes.
So you will get a paycheck on that Friday, the 26th. It'll come in your email and say, you just got money added to your global wallet. So it's not this Friday because this is still the same week. It's 2 Fridays later. On the 26th will be your paycheck for the one that ends tonight.
Correct.
So get some in there. Get some business before midnight, so that'll roll on that paycheck.
Yep.
Okay, and then
our compensation is pretty good, guys. Like even to get the commission based on retail orders, it's nice. You're gonna start to see it add up a lot. Yeah. So.
Okay. So on your weekly paycheck, you should be getting 20% from everybody that enrolls with a promoter pack. So if they got a $250 kit, you'd get $50 on your weekly. You should also be getting retail commission on customers that do a one-time order. Mine does not reflect that, so that's something that they're looking into. But according to Mark and Maria, you should be getting that. So let's say you have someone that orders a bottle of Xanthomax today for $65. It's $40 wholesale, so you should be getting a $25 pay on this week's paycheck. It shouldn't go monthly like in some companies, like an old company, all customer was monthly. That should also go on your Go Fast. So kind of look over that and see if you're getting customer money on your weekly paycheck, because I know all mine's promoters, and so they're looking into that. So
If you notice a discrepancy, guys, email me. This way I have it in writing and I could follow up with them. All right. So that weekly,
once everything gets figured out, you should be getting your weekly paycheck on people who enroll as customers and do a one-time order, and promoters who enroll and do their first order. And so that could add up really good to give you some really good weekly paychecks. And then on your check matches and your bonuses and everything else will be monthly.
the maps, all of that stuff, that comes monthly. So you guys know. So your middle of the month check is it unless you're doing a lot of retail sales, a lot of customer sales, your mid-month check that's going to be the big one for you guys.
Okay, so also for auto ship, the other thing is, I know Maria said you need to be on an $80 auto ship if you were in for the 72,000 shares. You also need to be on an $80 auto ship if you think, or if you're going to hit platinum, because that's what unlocks that lifestyle bonus. I almost called it a car bonus. We don't hang up. That's what unlocks that lifestyle bonus. So I have like a $120 auto ship right now. So if I were to hit platinum this month, that's good, because then they'll pay that out. I really, really, really encourage you to make sure you have an auto ship set up, a map set up, because if you enrolled last month, it didn't make you do it. Now, thank God, it makes you do it while you sign up. So anybody that signs up now, it's going to ask them to set up their map as they enroll, which is good. They can cancel it later if they're not into it and they're not into building a business and making money, but it's asking them to do it as they sign up, which is very good, so that they don't miss that step and then not get paid. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Let's see. I think that's it. You covered almost everything on my list. I love you.
We are having, there are going to be some regionals coming up, guys. California, I believe one is in maybe San Diego-ish. Michael's going to let me know, but there's one January. Well, let me start with the sooner ones. January 16th, Tulsa. There is going to be a regional. January 27th and 28th is going to be in California. February 10th is going to be in Houston. And February 1st through the 4th is going to be Minnesota. So if you know people in any of those areas, let us know. Houston is going to be February 10th, like I said, and the New York, New Jersey metro area is going to be sometime probably after the 10th of February. Okay, so once we have everybody's flyers, I'll post them to our team page. This way we know where they are. And if you have people you want to send them away.
Are those like opportunity meetings or?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to find that out.
Yeah. No, we actually just had one. Brittany, when was it? Like, it was the second week in December, right? In Georgia? Yeah, it was in Atlanta the second week of December. We'll get another one. We'll get another one out there.
You're lucky because Tony Freeman is in Georgia. So.
Yeah.
Well, you could have told me earlier, Brittany. I would have joined earlier.
Yep. Tony Freeman and Dr. Norma.
I wasn't even in yet. I was just like dabbling.
She was playing around back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, the regional is going to be pretty. They're good for everybody to bring their local people to come in. Now the thing is, I saw a couple of them are at night. I don't think that's the most wise decision if we're giving them coffee, especially our coffee, that they'll be up till 6 o'clock the next afternoon. They'll go all night. But yeah, if you guys have a lot of people that you think that would be interested in your area, we will get out to you. We'll schedule one to make sure. All right. Britt, you got anything?
Oh, I'm done.
Once the new system rolls out, we're going to have the one-click dose, right? So anybody who wants to buy dose, it would be like, you click on it and you get the dose. You get both the Xanthromax and the Elevate coffee for $99 retail, or if they map it, it's $80. it's a nice discount for people. I think that's it. Anybody else have anything? No? Oh, guys, did you see the vacation? The vacation bonus? $5,000 vacation a year after 24 months. Is that not crazy?
Mhm.
Think about what you could do with that. Right? Like, you're getting 5,000, even if you have to put money into, you're going to Fiji or whatever, it's for 4 people. That's just crazy to me.
And all you have to do to earn that is 20,000 in volume in your entire organization. As long as it's not all in one leg, you got to have at least, only 10 of it can come from one leg, but in your entire organization. So it's not like with some companies where you have to have certain amount of team volume and then certain amount of this volume and certain amount of that volume, like 20,000 organizational volume, 8 out of 12 months, you get $5,000 vacation bonus once you've been with the company 2 years. Pretty insane.
Yep. Oh, keep in mind, guys, we're also going to be doing vacation hours. Vacation hours it's what Robert does. It's huge vacation things for us to go on. Obviously, we will pay for some of those, but with our discount, they're very, very reasonable. So,
What they say, the first one's going to be Med Fast. What's it called? Do you remember what it was called?
Club Med.
Club Med.
Club Med.
It sounded like a diet to me, so I didn't. Okay, Club Med.
Yeah, Club Med in Florida. It's supposed to be like the nicest Club Med that they have, and it's all inclusive. So
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been going an hour.
All right, guys. I know. I'm sorry to keep you guys on for so long. I think there's a delay now. All right, guys. Our weekly team meeting is going to be Monday evenings. I'll put all the information in our team page, on our team page, and I'm going to start to update more stuff to it. You know where to reach me. I am around. Please utilize me. We could do 3-way calls. We could do the IMs. Let's get this rolling, guys. We have the ability to do amazing things. So thank you all for being together on this team, and I love you all, and I can't wait to meet everybody in person. Bye.